Hello, and welcome back to the National Parks and Monuments Trails series. Today we travel to Yellowstone National Park to take the Artists Paintpots hike. This hike is a relatively easy 1-mile hike out to see some mud pots and other thermal features. There is some elevation gain of about 130 feet, all towards the end of the hike as the trail forms a small lollipop loop. But it is totally worth the extra effort to see what I think are some of the best mud pots in the park. The hike took us about 40 minutes to complete, mostly observing and enjoying the mud pots at the end. The trail starts out from the right side of the parking lot into a small pine forest. The pines are fairly short, and the path is fairly wide, allowing sun to come in. It's a busy site due to its length and impressive features, so it's likely you'll run into quite a few people walking back and forth. Near the end of the short walk through the woods, you can look up and start to see the path up on the hill that has the mud pots. Likely you'll see numerous people up there as well. Shortly after, there is a boardwalk that starts and splits off in either direction. We chose to go right, and you pass over a large spring. The trail then leaves the boardwalk and heads into the nearby pines, traveling up several switchbacks to get you up near the mud pots above. Once you get up there, there is 2 mud pots, one with a thick, liquidy consistency that's not unlike acrylic paint. The other is a much thicker mud that burps and launches like slings of mud satisfyingly in the air. Very cool features. As you move along the edge, there are several more thermal features, and the trail kind of wraps around the edge, quickly descending back to the path below. There is a geyser called Blood Geyser that was furiously spewing water as I descended, and I stopped to take it in. The geyser has apparently been busily erupting since it was first discovered in 1882. The color is due to a high concentration of iron oxide in the water and has stained the rocks a rich red around it. The path then rejoins and heads back to the parking lot. My favorite part of this hike is the thicker mud pot here. It's such a cool consistency. Not to say that the other one that looks almost like the consistency of paint isn't cool. It's just this one has more sentimental value. When I was younger and came out here with my father, we were observing the mud pot when an especially large burp happened, flinging a significant amount of mud in his direction, and it splattered on him. And because he assumed the mud would be scalding, like much of the other thermal features, or maybe it was the surprise of it all, he cried out and anticipated pain. It ended up being quite cool by the time it flew, the distance from the mud pot to his arm, but it gave us all quite a scare. He was embarrassed, he reacted as such, but given the properties of some of these thermal features, I can't say I'd have reacted any differently, but that wild memory of it from my childhood always makes it my favorite part of the hike. We had such a laugh after we realized he was okay. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to follow us as we explore more national parks and monuments as well as local trails across the country, hit that subscribe button.